Hi, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and I'm here today to share this cute Santa scene in an antique drawer. So again, I used a lot of the Tim Holtz dies to assemble this. So here I am, I've got a piece of the Savoy 100% cotton cardstock, and here's the drawer, just kind of making sure it's going to fit, but I'm going to put my scene inside of this antique drawer, which obviously has some age on it. So I took my watercolors and basically just kind of made a hot mess here. All kinds of different colors, you know, going for that galaxy background look. So here I am putting the Blueprint Sketch Distress ink on top, again, to kind of darken and add some different colors. And then I switched over to the black soot. And again, really kind of working on that galaxy look. So again, you can see I've got lots of colors popping through here. And I'm going to go ahead and dry it. Making sure it's dry. And then the next thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing some white gesso kind of on an acrylic block, and I'm going to flick little stars onto the background. So there you can see I'm going to add a few more here. So again, I think that looks pretty cool. So I've got my galaxy background done. So the next thing I'm going to do is do some measuring. Measure a few times here, as you'll see in the next few minutes here. Getting my trimmer out here. I'm going to go ahead and trim it down. And then I'm testing it, measuring again. So now I'm going to dry fit it into the box and decide that I probably need to cut just a little bit more off. So I'm going to pull it back out, grab my trimmer again, and cut it down. There, I'm happy with that fit. Next thing I'm doing is grabbing my collage medium and a collage brush to add that medium onto the bottom of the drawer, which is going to be the background of my fun little Santa scene here. So again, putting it all in. And then as you can see, I'm applying this to the background to make sure that it is nice and flat, doesn't have a whole lot of bubbles on it. And here's my snowman. Again, I used a Tim Holtz, his snowman die, and I cut the snowballs out of the Curious Metallic Virtual Pearl, and then I added some light blue distress ink onto the edges to kind of give it some dimension. So you see here I am putting my Santa together. And so this is just kind of an example of some of his dies. Now the Santa I also put together using the Red Wagon cardstock, the Red Pepper cardstock, the Virtual Pearl cardstock, and the Dolphin Gray cardstock, along with some miscellaneous pieces from my stash. I did not include that in the video as I thought it might make it a little bit long. But you will see Santa a little while later. So here I am working on the jalopy, and again I grabbed another piece of that Savoy 100% cotton cardstock, and I cut again Tim Holtz's jalopy out from that, and I'm going to make it into a pickup truck. So here's all the pieces as parts, and here I am trimming it down to make it look like a pickup truck. So I'm using some of the red distress inks, Festive Berries, and Fire Brick to make it a dark red color. So here I am kind of smooshing it. I do a lot of smooshing. I really like playing with the distress inks. So again, kind of layered it on there, dried it in between. Now I've moved over to the black soot and just kind of coloring in again all of those additional truck pieces. Still kind of drying and smooshing. trying to get the right color that I want. And then I ended up using a distress marker or a watercolor brush and adding some black to the tires. So I'm sorry, my head got in the way there. But again, you can see I'm kind of darkening the tires up. And then here's how they all kind of glue together. Making my tire a little bit bigger. So again, there's my snowman, and I'm finished putting the truck together. So here I am with my jalopy and my snowman. So here I'm going to start working on the background again. So I've got my tree that I dyed and added a string of lights to. And here I am just kind of fitting it all in here, making sure that, you know, the snow on the bottom can fit around the tree. And I'm giving it a little bit of dimension, again, using that collage medium. And I'm just going to let the snow hang out of the front there. I'm going to set that aside to dry. And then here I am kind of creating the hill. So again, I cut a hill and then I needed to score in 1/4-inch blocks so that I would have something to attach it to the side and the bottom. So that's just going to fit in there like that. And then I'm grabbing another piece of that, I'm going to call it snow felt. It's kind of a light felt. And again, scrunching it up so that I've got that dimension and texture. And I'll set that aside to dry. And next I'm moving on to the bicycle. So I used a piece of Curious Metallic Electric Blue to cut this out, along with some black and some silver cardstock, to create my blue bicycle that's going to go in the scene. So again, this one has a whole lot of little openings that need to be created here by punching out the cutouts. And here's my finished blue bicycle. I think it's kind of cute. So now I'm back to the hill again. So I need to trim off the excess of that felt, making sure it's all attached there. So there's my side holder there, and there's my bottom holder. I'm going to go ahead and trim these off, and then use my collage medium again. And again, get that adjusted. So now I'm moved on to doing the ribbon. So again, this is a piece of seam binding that I've grabbed some of the red distress ink colors. Again, Festive Berries is one of them. And I'm just kind of, you know, smooshing it in there. Of course, making a mess. My fingers are red, as you can see. So again, still just kind of smooshing and crunching and curling and drying, and just, you know, so again, I can have a nice fluffy ribbon to put on the top of the box. And so here I am back to the background again. So I attached extra cardstock. There's Santa. I attached extra cardstock to the back of these so that I could pop them up from the actual background. So they're kind of like little levers that I made out of additional cardstock. And again, using that collage medium, I did pull out a hot glue gun here to attach the snowman on the bottom and on the side. And then there's my Santa again. And you can see Santa has lots of different colored pieces on it. So again, this was quite a piecing project. But again, I think he turned out really cute. There's my lights. I turned my lights on the tree. I'm going to add my bicycle. And again, found it easier just to, do blobs of hot glue and just attach him that way. And then I need to stick the broom on there. Decided he was probably a little bit tall, so I trimmed him a little bit. And I'm just going to, again, attach that there. So now I'm playing with that ribbon again, and I did pull out a couple of little metal pieces to attach in there. I've got a pine cone and a saying circle and a pair of skates. Or actually, it's a single skate. So again, I'm going to tie those on twine and just kind of let those hang off the top of the ribbon. So just kind of working the ribbon together here. And just going to use this safety pin type thing. So here's the final box. So I put the ribbon up there. You can see the skate. You can see the little saying thing. And again, there's Santa and the snowman. We'll go ahead and turn the lights on so that you can see it. So again, this is my final project here. View of the final project. So again, I appreciate you stopping by today to Terry's Mailbox. And again, I've got all kinds of social media channels. I'm on Facebook. I've got an Instagram account that's very active. I'm on Blogger. All of those things are under Terry's Mailbox. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it, and happy holidays.